What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BZG's Quick Reviews. My name is Barrett Courtney. As always, I am your host. And here, joined with me, is one of the great co-hosts and even better friends, Henry Montiero, the bisexist from Texas. What's up, Henry? How you doing today? And in between us is our guest for this week, our very special guest. Ricky had a birthday party to go to because, you know, that's more important than BZG.
I mean,
yeah. Birthday parties are fun. But instead, we have a very special guest, Alex O'Neill, DJ Waifu from Irrational Passions. What's up, Alex? How you doing today?
I'm great. I have to rethink.
Get rid of this name.
I have to rethink my personal brandings.
Well, those aren't personal. That's a branding I gave you.
I'm too busy thinking about how the rim of your hat makes it look like you're wearing a Pokemon fedora.
Yeah. Yeah, I got this from GameStop. I redeemed some power-up points.
But can you redeem yourself?
1 in the morning, and I was like, this is the best decision ever.
Yeah. I mean, we all make decisions. Now, but finally people can understand what I was talking about.
Yeah. If you listen to the shitcast, we were describing the Pokemon hat. Here it is in all of its glory.
Yeah.
And there's my hair. It looks all fucked up.
All of it's something.
And now you can see exactly how Barrett would look if he was a member of Fish.
Now you can see the two meows like inside of each other. I mean, you probably can't. Someone rip the video.
So what I'll do, I'll take a picture. I'll take a close-up picture, and then I'll put it into the video.
Yeah.
Just
like,
put it right over my
in.
face.
Yeah. Get
But
really
zoom it
close
to
up.
the rhythm of like a Japanese McDonald's commercial.
Anyway, if you don't know what we do here at Quick Reviews, each of us brings in one item to do a 1-minute review on. Alex, you're a guest. Do you want to go first?
No.
You don't?
Oh! Not this time.
All right, Henry.
Yeah.
You watched a little something.
Yeah.
Let me get my timer here so you can start your review. That's the thing. I try to time us, but we usually go over a minute. But before we get into it, there's 5 ratings.
Yeah.
We
you want to go through them again?
We're going to go through them again. From the best rating to the worst rating, we have fuck ye, we have we have we have and then we have the official Elias Horrid.
We also have like 20 other rankings. It's actually like a Rubik's Cube of opinions.
Yeah,
we have like
each
a
square.
soft ye or like a hard eh.
Soft ye you can only understand in German though.
So Henry, you watched The Good Dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to hear your thoughts. You can start your thoughts on stuff right now.
So I watched The Good Dinosaur with my dad. And do you like Pixar movies? Because you're probably like this one if you like Pixar movies. So it's clear that Pixar has gotten better since they made Cars 2 and Brave, also known as K.
Okay.
So they've gotten back to where they were before. Well, not quite. I think Inside Out reached back to what Pixar was. But The Good Dinosaur is definitely a good family movie for what it is.
A solid movie. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's you get the whole it's a kid who has to prove himself to his dad, but they're dinosaurs. And the thing I wasn't expecting is it's actually kind of a Western.
Interesting. That's an interesting twist right there.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that to come out.
I wasn't either. Because it's he ends up away from his family and he interacts with everyone else is we're simple farmer folk.
God damn it, Alex. No, it's okay. No,
You ruined the rhythm. We're simple farmer folk just working here on the fields, tending to our dinosaur corn. So it's like that.
Throwing corn into dinosaur cornholes.
Yeah.
Nasty. But so it has that whole Pixar feeling to it.
Interesting, because whenever I watched the trailers, I was like, this does not look or feel like Pixar at all whatsoever. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see it because you're the Pixar guy.
How's the art?
It's really good. It's funny how cartoony the main dinosaur is. But then
the world looks hyper realistic.
Yeah, the world looks like photos.
Interesting.
So it's interesting. I'll give it a soft ye.
Yeah.
Because I like it. I like Pixar.
Yeah, you're a big Pixar guy.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
All right, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm
too.
Sort of hesitant about seeing it because I get that Brave vibe where I was like, yeah, it seems like a lot of people are excited about this, but it doesn't seem like it's an actual good film.
If you could
really
change
like
your
Brave.
production
You
company,
really like Brave?
I mean, I think
You're
Brave-
with friends here. You're allowed to have your own opinions.
I really.
if
like
you
Brave.
could change your opinion,
If you
Would
could
ya?
change your feet, would ya?
if you could wash your feet, would you?
If you had feet, would ya? What are you even saying to me? Who are you?
If you could faces of evil, would you?
I feel like I'm like a bad porn star because I keep looking at the camera.
Hey.
Like, yeah.
So, Alex, do you want to go next or do you want me to go next?
I know I'm saving the best for last.
You're saving the best for last.
Ooh, that's a strong opinion. You got strong opinions up in this
the
town.
most emotional.
Yeah. Because you have a story that, like,
Oh, yeah.
a little story.
Mine is
about
more
this.
of an anecdote or a soliloquy.
Back in the year
It's a review.
1834.
So we'll go over to me next. I just want to. I put up thoughts about what was it? Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2 for last week's quick reviews, but then that audio got fucked up, so you guys never saw that or heard that or whatever. Ricky and I have decided that Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 sucks. We give it an official Elias Horrid. Because it's just that bad. It's like
Who's
one of
Elias?
them. He was one of our first guests.
Ooh, can I tell this story?
So, yeah.
I immediately got so excited.
Tell this story. So, for
So-
quick reviews, the general idea is we want to review something that's come out within like the last year about like nerdy culture, pop culture stuff. And Elias is our friend from high school.
Mm-hmm.
So just
So
to give you some
he's
context.
a real piece of shit.
No, yeah, he's a real piece of shit. So that's just for context. You can
Well,
cover
so what happened was, last year, I think.
no, it was earlier this year.
No, I mean from where the horrid thing came from.
Oh, right. So
We went to Warp Tour.
We went to Warp Tour last year. It's a
started
music,
off strong.
it's a music festival.
I know exactly what
We
Warped Tour is.
make mistakes.
We
were
had
young.
we have that out on the East Coast.
Oh, really?
I'll
I
let
didn't
you
know that you guys had that. But we don't go there to see like all the crazy like heavy people or whatever. We go to see like Less Than Jake and shit.
the
'Cause
good
Less Than-
bands,
Um,
the
and-
good bands,
Straight
and
Leg
real
Manifesto.
friends.
Yeah, even though they're not really a thing anymore, or
Who
they're sort
isn't?
of a thing, but like it's really.
They were at a
hazy.
Warped Tour once. that
Yeah.
I went to. So.
But Less Than Jake was there the year that we went. They're fucking awesome.
Bowling for Soup
Bowling
was
for
there. They were
Soup.
fun.
They were fun. 4 Year Strong, all that stuff. But we were in line to meet
Neck Deep.
Neck Deep.
So they were in line to see Neck Deep, and we brought our friend Elias here, and he's
Who
like,
literally knows none of these bands. He was there to see Watsky.
Yeah.
And that was it.
he's 2 years younger than any of us.
Yeah.
And
So he's like a fetus.
so like I went to get food, and do you know the band Attila?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
we're-
were playing right next to them.
Yeah, so we're waiting in line until it's literally playing like 20 feet away from us, and you come back.
I come back, and I just go to Elias. So, how are you enjoying your Attila? And he just looks at me and goes, "This is horrid."
So that's where the horrid comes in. And then why it came onto the show was Elias was our like first guest ever. And he came on and we're like, "Do you have anything to review? Like, have you watched or played anything within the last year?" He's like, "No, but I can review gefilte fish," which is like a Jewish like food.
He's Jewish.
So he's
To
Jewish.
fill that in.
And so he gave it a horrid. Like that's what he scored it. So the official Elias horrid has been a thing on the show ever since.
Beautiful.
That's like the second episode of Quick Reviews. If you want to check that out, it's fucking awesome.
He sounds like a chap. I would. Like to
He's a nice young man. He's
He's
very
a
fun to hang out
child.
with. He is. He's very young.
We stole him.
Yeah, we did steal him. We kidnapped him.
rob in the cradle.
Exactly. But anyway, just wanted to reiterate that since that last week's Quick Reviews got canceled and all that stuff,
So
Ricky and I
Mockingjay
came
sucks.
to the conclusion that Mockingjay Part 2 sucks. But the thing I am reviewing this week is Aziz Ansari's new Netflix series, Master of None. It had a very soft release. It wasn't really hyped up or anything. I feel like they just announced it like a couple of weeks ago.
Stealth its way out.
So
I mean, when you're
was-
releasing something right around the same time as Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. But even Jessica Jones, I feel like only hits like a niche sort of
It's more
population.
more niche than Daredevil, but like
Exactly.
it wants mass appeal.
Exactly. And it can totally get that. But Jessica Jones, yeah, that's for another time. But anyway, we've been watching a lot of Friends recently, and I was like, my girlfriend loves Friends, and I like Friends as well. But sometimes, after several seasons in a row, I'm like, I need to laugh at something else.
Yeah, Jesus.
So I looked at this new show. I was like, oh, let's check this out. This is like Louis C.K. has his show Louis.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, and that show is very relatable if like you're in your sort of midlife sort of state. And like
you
a midlife
feel like dying constantly.
crisis, feel like dying constantly, sort of like that age area. Master of None is very much like the 20s version of Louis, but it's not like dumb 20s version. It's actually like a really smart show. It's very relatable of like growing up and like becoming an adult. Very just like right off the bat, it had a very unique feel, pacing. There's a lot of just like editing that they do, and pacing of jokes are just so fucking hilarious. Like the jokes themselves are like, they just present it in such a good way that it just makes it 10 times funnier.
As every good joke is.
Yeah, exactly.
A
It's
joke
all
is-
about timing.
A joke
I
is
knew
like
it
a
was
baby.
coming, and I was disappointed before you even said it.
Listen, a joke is like a baby. It's all about the delivery.
There you go. That's a better one.
It's all about how you slap it afterwards.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's all about how much you beat it into the ground.
and it's so weird to think about. Like Aziz Ansari was that one comedian we all fucking hated when he was like the host for some award show like 8 years ago, and he was like constantly yelling.
It's me, Aziz!
Yeah, like he was constantly just doing that, and we all hated him. It's so weird to think like he was once that guy, and now
Everyone
he has his
loves
own,
him.
He has his own TV show, and it's fucking phenomenal.
And he's really funny.
Yeah, he's really funny.
I mean, he was always funny, but like no one
he's
wanted to
not
give
like
him
obnoxiously funny.
no one wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think at the
Exactly.
time.
So
And no one's really good at hosting award shows.
Yeah, it's true. I think he's like endearingly human if you just take a second to listen to what he's saying.
exactly. So yeah, it's a really good show. The final hook that it had into me, if you know me personally, you know I'm a huge fan of Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. One of the episodes opens up with "Take a Walk on the Wild Side," and right when that started, I was like, "Oh yes, my body is fucking ready."
Take me, Lou Reed.
And so I am about 3/4 of the way through the season. I think there's only about 10 episodes. I have like 3 more episodes to go, I think. So far I give it a fuck ye. I think it's one of the best shows on in a TV format. It's not like a TV show per se, but it's in like that episode format on Netflix. I think
hell's
it's
a
one of the
TV?
best ones that come out this year. So yeah, there you go. That's my thoughts on Master of None. Available on Netflix right now. Check it out.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
So that was my review. Alex,
Here we are.
here we are.
At
I
the-
won't actually start timing you until you're done with
Okay,
your sort of
the
story.
setup.
Yeah, the setup. We have an interesting setup.
The dark middle chat, the dark finale.
So before we get into the setup, what movie did you watch
I
today?
watched Inside Out on the plane ride here. So it sounds like you've seen Inside Out.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you talk about this?
What?
Inside Out?
Yeah, Inside Out is one of Henry's favorite movies of all time.
We are not far from each other, Henry.
Well, yeah, you guys are sitting right next to each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
physically.
Yep.
We are physically now we're
Ah.
touching.
Oh God.
Please, I'm a virgin.
So talk about the setup.
So
here. What
like
happened?
I got it, and I'm like, I got a few movies like just for the plane ride, just in case.
Yeah.
It's just like I figured like I didn't really want to necessarily like do anything intense like that would require a lot more intention than just sitting there
Yeah, it's just
during my plane ride.
You look like you're in a coma, bro.
Is that not what it's like being on a plane?
Fucking like the person sitting next to you is like, oh my God, I think my buddy over here is a fucking coma patient.
Blinking one eye at times.
Okay, communicate. Yes is 2 blinks. No is 3.
But like, I got Ratatouille, Inside Out. I've never seen Ratatouille either.
Oh, wow.
It's on
a good movie.
Yeah, it's on my list. Like, I bet I would really like it. But yeah, I just I've heard nothing but good things about Inside Out. I was actually listening to the Giant Beast cast the night before I left, and Vinny, the host, was like, "It's a fucked up movie, man. It's so fucking sad." I'm like, "All right, I just
do it."
I've heard like basically that said in different ways. I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna get it for the plane ride." So terrible idea. Put me in a small enclosed space surrounded by people who don't know me and give the emotional person the most emotional movie literally you have ever seen. And like, don't make a scene. That's all that's going through my head is like and as soon as it started, like I was like, oh god, oh no. And like there was a moment about like halfway through where I actually
Fucking.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
yeah, my phone goes off, you're knocking shit over. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's whatever.
There was a moment halfway through where I'm like, I should just stop watching this because I think I might not be able to make it through this.
And you were tweeting about this. You got Wi-Fi on the plane.
Yeah,
you were
I got
tweeting
Wi-Fi.
about this.
I
tweeted out, I was like, prepare to have an emotional Alex on this week's YouTube video.
yeah, I've had some time to like settle my thoughts a little bit.
I have expected to pick you up and you're still like crying.
Definitely not an unfair expectation.
Like, you just pick him up and he's like, "Why'd she leave sadness?"
I don't want this to get too real, but I am someone who struggles with depression and other mental illness.
You're
so,
with friends.
Yeah, and so like something about personal strife or internal strife and emotional strife is very close to home for me. So like that's what I wanted out of this. And you can probably start the timer. We can get this going.
Oh yeah. So now you're actually talking about it.
So yeah, I for those who don't know, because I actually didn't really know what it was about. It's you're looking inside this 11-year-old girl's mind, and just like the facets of her mind are personified into different physical realities and like people, like her emotions are people, they're characters. And you're kind of following the story of joy and sadness, like opposite ends of the emotional spectrum, and how that they're like kind of both necessary to actually finding balance in your life. And the way that metaphor is presented, like, and again, like, let's personify emotions into a physical like characters. The way that it's presented is super clever, and the way it comes together in the end is just like ridiculous. Like, you can't find joy if you're not sad. Yeah. So like like you need both to be complete,
like a balanced person.
Yeah, you need to balance your emotions out, and it's cool because like they show like you lose those emotions and like you're kind of like emotionless, and they show like what that does to Riley on the outside, like the character, and like how what she becomes without these kind of pillars of her reality, and it's like way clever. And yeah, there were just like multiple moments where I'm just like fighting back tears.
Definitely
kicked me right in my feels balls.
It's Henry's movie of the year, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
Probably when we end up voting for the BZG awards, and it was definitely a hit for me too. I'm someone who deals with a lot of similar problems. Mm-hmm. I'm also someone who is also dealing with growing up and dealing with I'm a very nostalgic person.
Me too.
And it hits me really hard when something nostalgic comes up.
Yeah.
And that movie was a lot of that, of letting things go from your past.
Yeah.
Like the imaginary friend.
Yeah.
When, god damn it, when she let him go,
yeah,
it was the saddest fucking thing in the world. But like that's the base story of this kid from like the middle of nowhere, moving to San Francisco, an environment she's literally not used to.
Yeah, from the Midwest at that too.
Yeah, and like doing that during a time where you're not fully developed and you're leaving all your friends. That literally happened to me. Like that's the story I went through.
Yeah.
And so that a lot of it hit really, really close to home for me. So So I understand a lot of it.
You'll never know the joy of being in a Bay Area theater at the line, "Congratulations, San Francisco, you ruined pizza." And the entire theater just explodes in applause.
They're just like, yes, 10 out of 10.
Because literally everyone in San Francisco knows we ruined pizza.
Yeah, no, Yes. Yeah.
Don't get up. Don't worry. I get up.
Pizza's not about being healthy.
Yeah,
It's about wanting to die.
Although your friend and mine, Greg Miller, loves broccoli pizza.
Because he's
that
wrong.
guy's fucking weird. Okay, Greg Miller, you're just fucking wrong. You're fucking.
He owns a Vita.
Ouch.
Damn.
I own a Vita.
We are the shit talkers, to be honest. So.
No, I would totally try broccoli pizza, but that's besides the point. I like broccoli, so fuck me, I guess. Yeah. I would give it a fuck ye.
All right, cool. I think we all sort of held the same when we reviewed
because it is just, it is articulate in a way that you could not. It's. I don't think that's a kids movie at all. Honest to God, like it is visually a kids movie, and like hey, characters jumping around
on the outer layer,
kind of like on an adventure, right? Because
this character's literally joy.
Yeah. It's like smiles, but like it is like
it's well layered.
It is not like
It's like an ogre or like an onion.
No, it's like neither of those things. I don't think a kid.
I mean,
can
literally an onion has
really appreciate the movie, but like it is a fantastic movie for adults.
I'll definitely say it's like the best family movie like that since Paranorman.
Yeah, I mean, I love Toy Story 3, but this might be, just for my own sake, this might be my favorite Pixar movie.
And we might get into that later in this one of the episodes of Talking Shit. You might just find out. Who knows? You'll have to tune in later this week. So you give it a fuck ye.
Fuck ye.
Cool.
Fuck you.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's quick reviews. Of course, if you have any more thoughts about the things that we reviewed, you can leave those thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the thoughts we had? Comment on those thoughts, and we'll comment on your thoughts, and you'll comment back. It'll be a whole rigmarole. And also, if you like this video, like that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to this channel. What Alex says is the best way to spread the word is by word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth is the best way to spread the love.
Yeah, exactly. So
words are like jelly. You gotta spread them around.
What? So anyway, if you want to keep up to date, he lasted this long. I'm fucking surprised. If you want to keep up to date with what we do here at BZG, you can always find us on Twitter at baiazonagamers. I am at Banandler Henry is at HenrySource, and our buddy Alex, who is our guest this entire week for Quick Reviews, Talking Shit, and Let's Play Some Shit. You are at AlFighter27.
Yep.
Exactly. Type it out exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, it spells just like it
It'll
sounds.
be in the description below. So if you're like 5 or something, and you're like, I don't know how to spell things. You can
AlFighter27.
AlfIder.
AlfIder.
Yeah, I love that show, Alf.
It's Gunk Iller.
Yeah, it's about me.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
My real name's George. No one calls me that. You would think that's kind of fucked up. Alf is a fucked up show, but we'll talk about that next time.
So thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, have a great day full of quick reviews and
Crying on planes.
Crying on planes. You're just so emotionally dead.
Covering your eyes so other people don't see you crying.